Lockett turns 32 this month as he begins year 10 in the NFL. Still a home run hitter. Smith showing the wheels. Smith still going. Jano in. Touchdown. Geno Smith.
Play back and playing defense against a back like him, you've got to protect the edges. So many times when he's able to find that edge and get to the sideline is when he breaks off those big runs.
Walker's starting to lead on this defense. Walker breaking free. Touchdown. West 6-point Seattle lead, and this offense headlined by Geno Smith is suddenly rolling. Smith has a man wide open. It's Charbonnet, and a Sunday stroll into the end zone for Seattle. $30 yards on the catch and run by Charbonnet.
Out of Woolen, and then use his body again to shield Tariq Woolen from being able to make a play on that football.
That's where Sutton was so good last year in the red zone. Nix evades the sack. Nix the fake. Another fake, and he spins into the end zone for the Denver touchdown. And the rookie Bo Nix trying to breathe life into Denver with 2 and change left.
Always got to watch when now they shift. But you've got to have eyes on Justin Fields.
Washington splits out top of your picture. Warren is the lone setback on 3rd and goal. Fields to the end zone. It's caught. Washington for the Steelers touchdown. And Pittsburgh with its first touchdown of the season.
Well, I mentioned one. Now they just have to find a way to be able to punch this in.
That last graphic just crazy. Not only their last time they won a game, week 15 of last year, that's the last time they had a lead in a game. Dalton to the check. Hubbard bangs his way in. Touchdown. The Carolina Panthers, rejuvenated behind Dalton, make their early statement here in Vegas.
Oh my goodness. This is calm and cool in the pocket. Look to the left. If I would challenge that.
They wisely run the play. Madison on the take. No signal yet from the officials. Touchdown. Boy, Minshew, heady play to get them up to the quick snap before.
Almost on every drive, he made an impact play. So far, the Carolina offense and their offensive line and their protection package really doing a nice job on Max Crosby.
But this is where Crosby is so lethal. Can they protect Dalton? Put some air under it to the end zone. It's caught. Picture perfect dive from Dalton to Deontay Johnson. And the Panthers retake the lead.
Well, Johnson has speed, and so how do you take it? And now, instead of a field goal, Panthers are trying to get a touchdown.
They still got that one timeout left in their back pocket. Dalton taking a shot to the end zone. It is caught. Adam Thielen. Magnificent pass from Dalton. And now Thielen looks like he's hurt. It's a 31-yard touchdown strike, but Thielen is down.
Boy, that was a rip. Just a rip down the field by Dalton. We haven't heard Wilkins' name. I mean, again, Dalton has played well, but You've got to really credit this offensive line the way they've played today.
It's a great point. Run play. Sanders, touchdown. The Carolina Panthers are putting it on the Las Vegas Raiders as Sanders gets in on the party. Able to get open in space with that kind of wiggle that he's got at that size.
21 years old and just has a natural feel for playing the game.
Fresh set of downs. Minshew goes through his reads near side of the field, gets it to Myers. Myers is in. Touchdown. Minshew on the pick. It's been a clean game for the most part, certainly from Carolina's point of view. Second and goal. O'Connell, hard fake to the end zone. On the comebacker, they get it to Tucker for the touchdown. He's been a center guard for this Indianapolis team the last couple of years, but they go with Bortolini. And the rookie so far so good. Taylor the take. Taylor pushes his way, and he is in for the touchdown. And the Indianapolis Colts throw down the gauntlet as they march it right down Pittsburgh's throat.
I tell you what, Spero, on almost every run at the point of it.
Crowd quiets down here for Flacco. You see the mix of run and pass. Ninth play of the drive. Flacco, sidearm, delivering to the end zone. He's got his man. It's Downs. Touchdown. Joe Cool still got it for the Colts. And this fabulous start for Indianapolis continues. Cisco, he has made two huge plays for the Colts. Third and goal. Fields desperately needs one right here. He's going to run for it. Fields in. Touchdown. The Pittsburgh Steelers trying to pick themselves up off the mat. Finally into the end zone. Brand new game.
Well, here's what does it.
Flacco protected, steps up over the middle. It's caught. Ogletree, touchdown. Joe Flacco staring down one of the elite defenses in the sport. The helmet. So Indy fortunate that time. Pickens couldn't squeeze it. Second and goal.
Well, best thing they do is Fields. So if you're these linebackers, Franklin and Speed, keep your eye on Fields.
Fields again, the initial fake. Fields going to run for it. Taking on tacklers, and he bangs it in. Justin Fields trying to put his Steelers on his back. Hard hit from Jalen Jones. And it's back to a one-score.
Got to have it, or he's got to throw it away so at least they can kick a field goal without wasting more time.
Fields, near side, it's caught. Touchdown. Pat Fryermuth taking contact, and the Steelers inch a little bit closer.
He took shots. But I think that ball does cross Jacksonville up front playing, with 5 defensive linemen in this game. Wouldn't be surprised to see Flacco put it in the air.
Flacco fakes the give, throws to the end zone. It is caught. Pittman, touchdown. Definitive decision making by Flacco, operating with the. But Ken Lawrence get them into the end zone. Puts a man under it. Far side. He's got Thomas wide open. Thomas. Touchdown. yards from Lawrence.
Watch the shot.
Instead, they're going to keep it on the ground here. This is Bigsby. Bigsby taking on tacklers. Bigsby still going, and he bangs it in. Touchdown. Tank Bigsby taking on all comers. And he just ran over Nick Cross on a 19-yard. Oh, they're up 10. They're not trying to get this Colts offense off the field. 3rd and 15. Flacco throwing towards the end zone. It is caught. Moelle Cox. Touchdown. Joe Flacco trying to lead the Colts back. Brand new game.
Well, this is just an incredible throw and catch. Just unlikely, but just when you think, hey, they're going to come reception, and then they've been able to capitalize and take advantage of bad technique and blown coverages from the Indianapolis secondary.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Strange. High velocity from Lawrence. And Jacksonville restores order.
Hey, divorce.
The Jacksonville team, last remaining winless team in the league. Again, only one team in the history of the sport that has made the playoffs after starting 0-4, the 92 Chargers. Jacksonville hoping to take that first step. Bigsby on a pitch. Bigsby first down and more. Bigsby breaking free. Tank Bigsby trying to turn out the lights on the Colts. 65-yard sprint. Long setback is Sermon. Sermon in. Touchdown. Trey Sermon with his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Colts inch a little bit closer.
Games and in big moments, they haven't been able to finish and make the play.
Flacco pulls it back, puts some air under it. Wide open is Pierce. Massive breakdown, and it's Pierce in. Touchdown. Joe Flacco brings them all the way back in front of a stunned crowd here in Jacksonville. "65 yards, and again it's Pierce." The first defensive snaps for Brown. Remember, Jamal Adams had to be placed on IR this week, so a little bit thinner on that secondary. First down pass towards the end zone. Flacco wide open. Downs. Touchdown. Joe Flacco right from the start, carving him up here in Nashville. And they work against Mike. Interception. First one that Flacco has thrown so far this season. 1st and goal, Tennessee. Have to burn a timeout there to avoid a play clock penalty. Fake handoff, Levis to the end zone. Wide open, Westbrook Akine. Touchdown. Boy, some kind of breakdown on the back end of Indy's defense. We have seen that multiple times this season. And Levis and
quarter. If I'm Tennessee, I want to see Levis in this offense take a few more shots down the field. Maybe outside where he doesn't have to read as much, but still, I'd like to be a little bit more aggressive.
Levis going to hand here to Pollard on a 3rd and 19. Pollard, touchdown! The Colts defense giving up a 23-yard touchdown run on a
double target, in contested catch situations.
Pittman just 3 targets, 1 catch. Here they come. Flacco to the end zone. It is caught. Jump ball. Pittman. Touchdown. Michael Pittman high-pointing the football from Flacco, and the Indianapolis Colts have retaken the lead. But he's been practicing Arch for the last 3 weeks, and he's ready to go finally for Cleveland.
Yeah, typically there's a bit of a feeling out process of coming back from an injury like this. But there's something about Chubb, and even watching him in practice, something tells me that that feeling out process is not going to last long. I think he's ready to go.
Chubb's going to have to wait his turn. Cleveland won the toss, stayed the first, so Cincinnati and Joe Burrow is going to get the football to begin. Dustin Hopkins does the honors, and we're off and running here in Cleveland. Charlie Jones going to play it, but a half step inside his own end zone, and he's got a seam. Jones, Hopkins unable to beat him, and here we go.
Way.
Jones, one man to beat him, and he is in. Let's see what the officials say. They may mark him back. Now they say touchdown.
Oh, I think he got his right foot in. I think he got his right toe without the heel touching the white part of the sideline. And how about that? Into the locker room. You got to try and let Chubb take this in.
Remember, the Browns get it to start the second half. Pitch play. Chubb in. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, one of the baddest men on the NFL stage, in his triumphant return after 13 months, has the Cleveland Browns into the end zone. Has dipped down to inside of 47% in the red zone. As they try to get their ground game going. Burrow to the end zone. Back shoulder to Chase. Masterful. Burrow with the sweet dime, and Cincinnati builds on its lead.
But then when it's there and the opportunity's there, he always seems to hit the big ball when he needs to.
Third down, quick cross. Higgins sprung free. Touchdown. And this lethal 1-2 punch of Higgins and Chase. And it's all Cincinnati. Cameron Mitchell had a chance to bring Higgins down, but he missed the tackle. A 25-yard strike.
And Jameis Winston has nowhere to go.
Winston high, back of the end zone. It is caught, touchdown.
What a catch.
And that's going to breathe a little life into Cleveland.
Yeah, what a catch.
Njoku. And this is sheer athleticism from one of the most physical specimens
today, but that's a one-on-one tackle, and Stevenson has been excellent in those situations.
May climbs the pocket, gonna run again. May, first down, May in, touchdown.
The linebackers, just a confidence thing to turn and locate the football.
Jade's Therator telling us that he did agree with the call. Rodgers slinging one to the end zone. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin able to squeeze it. So the Jets aided by 2 PI penalties on that drive. The first one against Gonzalez. The second.
That's a great example. You didn't see it for the Patriots receivers, but Garrett Wilson making a big catch for his quarterback down the field.
First and goal from the 1. Rodgers near side end zone. It is caught. Gibson, touchdown. Rodgers setting up the score with that long pass play to Wilson, and then it's Gibson. They marked him short of the line to gain. Stevenson has it. Stevenson in, touchdown. And the New England Patriots answering back. And we are tied here in Foxborough.
But at the same time, you got to go out there and find a way to get a win.
Rodgers giving here to Braylon Allen, and he's in. Touchdown! Braylon Allen, the rookie, able to bang it in for the Jets. They love this kid in these short yardage situations, and Allen showing the muscle.
One of the best in the NFL.
Brissett under center, here we go. Stevenson on the take. Stevenson is in for the touchdown. And with 22 seconds left, the New England Patriots have taken the lead. Jim Schwartz pleased. Herbert near side, wide open. It's Palmer on a 3rd and 21. Just a massive breakdown for Cleveland on the back end. A 28-yard strike from.
He stepped up and taken to wearing the headset helmet.
Diabate, the second-year player stepping into some big shoes. Herbert wide open is Johnston, and he is in. Touchdown. The second gigantic breakdown for Cleveland's defense on the back end, and Herbert, cash money for the Chargers. 66-yard strike.
Well, this is not inexcusable. Right now,
that is together, but needs to communicate better.
A lot of people, Aditi, were stunned that Ward strapped it on and played. Here's Dobbins. He's got a seam, and he bangs it in for the Chargers. 16 yards. And the Chargers throwing punches here in the second.
well, the play action.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, and that could be a potential move or an off-season move that really catapults this franchise as we get into the second half of the season. Herbert, Dobbins bounces to the edge, and it's Dobbins in. Touchdown. Second rushing touchdown of the day for Dobbins. And it's all Chargers here in Cleveland. They, according to what Aditi has told us on Mac, so you hope that he is okay. That pass from Winston caught by Tillman, and they say incomplete. Just ran out of green grass in that back corner of the end zone. And it was Cam Hart who was right there for the Chargers.
Again, I'm just a little surprised. And Hassan Reddick really got after and harassed C.J. Stroud.
Still no C.J. Mosley in the middle of that Jets defense. Murray, little twirl around. This is Connor, catch and run. Connor breaking free, gets inside the 15. He's still going. Connor lunges. Touchdown. Jalen Mills had a chance.
Nice job. Really, it was Michael Clemens, number 72, that got in there, made the initial contact.
And this time they're going to waltz in with Connor. And the Arizona Cardinals making their early statement. Connor on a huge catch and run to set him up, goal to go. And they've jumped out to the early lead. Used him in a multitude of ways. 3rd and goal. Murray, boy, did the Jets come across prematurely. Murray! It's a Sunday stroll into the end zone. We'll check the flag here. Were the Jets drawn offside?
Defense, number 54. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
And the Arizona Cardinals build on their lead with this command start by Kyler Murray and this offense.
Well, you got to know it's in the perfect spot. Boy, He is playing some good football right now.
First and goal. Dortch again lines up in the backfield. Murray near side to Harrison. Over the shoulder. Touchdown. Kyler Murray with an exquisite pass. And it's all Cardinals.
But really, it's Connor is the power guy, and then you got the counterpunch of Kyler Murray. He's the lightning part of this run game.
Coming up on the 4-minute mark in the third quarter. Murray running that read option. Murray stutter stepping in. Touchdown. And they are putting it on the Jets.
Really unfortunate for Brownlee.
Brian Callahan's defensive coordinator, Denard Wilson, really liked this kid Brownlee, a rookie. Young man they took with the 5th-round pick out of Louisville. What a moment here. Boy, they nearly get to Darnold as he hits his man. Wide open, it's Addison. Addison, touchdown. Sam Darnold, a magnificent pass, and Addison does the rest for the Vikings.
Oh, this is so good on so many levels.
Plays, look, they're so close and fine-lined that you'd like to see him throw, and we see Darnold go in for the touchdown there, guys. You'd like to see the official throw and maybe replay come in and take them off of that foul after they've thrown it.
Gene mixing in a little officiating expertise, a little play-by-play. Gene, we appreciate you stepping in. Darnold, meantime, sneaks it into the end zone. So the massive call against the Titans defense
Was able to line up over there. And now you got Jonathan Grenard, one of the better pass rushers in the league, doing to work on third down.
Levis taking a shot. He's got Westbrook-Akine breaking free. And the Tennessee Titans right back in it. 98 yards. Will Levis with a home run ball to Westbrook-Akine. Sam Darnold already matching a career high for wins in a season with 7. This will be the 7th play of the drive. First and goal. But maybe a little miscommunication. He completes nonetheless. Akers, and he's in for the Minnesota touchdown. So they take advantage of the costly defensive penalty on Tennessee. And Sam Darnold, cash money as the Vikings extend their lead.
In this defense, today he's primarily been up against Tyreek Hill.
Tagovailoa over the middle. Smith taking down tacklers, and he bowls his way in for the Miami touchdown. Boy, Arch just mentioned it. Jonnu Smith on pace for what is likely to be a career season after
New England has given the Dolphins, and there's been no hesitation, no flinch. Tua's ability to recognize what the intent of the defense is and then counter it has been exceptional this game.
Achane on the catch, screen set up perfectly, and he punches it in. And this Miami offense starting to flex as they build on their lead. A catch and run of 9 for Achane.
Boy, I tell you what, there's Smith here by himself, man-to-man coverage at the bottom.
Tagovailoa underneath out of the backfield. Achane, a Sunday walk into the end zone. And the Miami Dolphins throwing haymakers. 20-0 with
another guy that's been stout up front against the run. Again, it's really been more about how do they get their pass rush going and more consistent. But right there, Sealer just beats low for a huge play.
Tagovailoa gets it to Waddle. Full acceleration. Touchdown. It is target practice for Tagovailoa. 4 touchdown passes. Had a foul. Granted, a bunch of that's been in garbage time moments. 4th and 15 from the Miami 38. May Robinson, boy, had his hands on him again. May puts his back into it towards the end zone, wide open. And they got it for the touchdown. It's Hooper. 38 yards. May buying himself time. And the rookie showing them why they're so excited about his future up in Foxborough.
What a play by Drake.
So Tua, 25 of 35, 290 yards and 4 touchdowns. Well, the football was loose. It's picked up. Gonzalez on the scoop, and now it's a foot race. Gonzalez in for the touchdown. Jalen Wright never quite got it cleanly from Thompson. And Gonzalez gets him a defensive score.
Yeah, you're right. It looked like Thompson put it just a little bit high on his chest. It certainly doesn't seem like those interior linemen doing a nice job.
Free blitzer coming straight up the gut. Richardson miraculously gets it out in time, and it's a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Richardson under heavy heat. It was Christian Ellis who came in nearly untouched. What a play by Richardson.
This reminds me of the Jets game in the 4th quarter. Couch. He's been a major part of the point of attack and really played a nice game so far against what I think are 2 good inside players.
Richardson in for the Indianapolis touchdown. So Steichen goes design run for his 22-year-old signal caller. And Richardson coming with some smoke for the Colts.
This combination block, Glowinski's, their offensive line is not giving their running backs a chance to get to the second level and use their athleticism.
May puts some air under it. It's caught. Hooper. Touchdown. Drake May dropping a beautiful dime. He finds the soft spot between. So wipes away the Bourne touchdown catch. 2nd and 10. Gibson shifting his. Gibson! Just a magical hesitation. Antonio Gibson has put the Patriots back in front.
Boy, this is such a good run. Look at how tight. Watch them pick for Taylor to the flat.
Richardson looking. Richardson end zone. It is caught for the Indianapolis touchdown. Alec Pierce able to squeeze it. And the Indianapolis Colts, for the moment, keeping their offense on the field. And potentially going for the 2 and the win. My goodness.
Oh, gotta have.
We have to get Bucky a t-shirt deal. This is Baker throwing towards the end zone. It's caught. McMillan. Touchdown. Baker Mayfield, cash money. McMillan was open, and he hit him in stride for the 15-yard score.
Receiver to the right out here. It's Mike Evans.
Baker looked in that direction. Instead, he goes over the middle. Sidearm delivery. Touchdown. Rashad White. Will confirm that he did indeed cross the plane of the goal line.
and he's able to draw the pass interference. Watch play action on this play.
O'Connell on the keeper, trying to push him into the end zone. Kanai Mauga, now they say touchdown. Mauga was the lead blocker in the I formation as the fullback, and the Raiders cash in on the second takeaway to get their first points. Is not out of left field. Remember, Tucker was the NFC Offensive Player of the Week, Week 6. That big one against the Saints, and on 1st and goal, it's White in for the Tampa Bay touchdown.
Now you've got to be at your best.
Mayfield goes underneath, gets it to McMillan, and he is going to stroll in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. Second touchdown catch of the day for McMillan, and this one on a 10th play of the drive for the Colts. This is Richardson, the sleight of hand. He's got the room. Richardson in, touchdown. And the Indianapolis Colts throw down the gauntlet here in Denver. A 23-yard scamper from Richardson, and the Colts on the board early.
This is such a tough play to defend by Blackman on the 1-yard line that was forced by Franklin.
On 2nd and 10, Nix to the end zone. Touchdown. It's Troutman. And the tight end was wide.
I'm attacking the game this year. Guys, that's exactly what we just saw.
Old Pro Bowler was a return man last year. Big play out of the backfield. It's the fullback, Atkins, and he punches it in. And the Denver Broncos have taken the lead.
Position where they can hit some quick hitters or use the run game or quarterback run game.
They set up Mitchell. It's going to be a double pass, and that one is intercepted.
Oh!
It's Bonito. Unbelievable. Bonito had a 71-yard pick six against Cleveland 2 weeks ago. Strikes again for Denver.
Illegal demonstration. Number 15 on the scoring team. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the try.
Arch, what did you think of that game? The Houston Texans will clinch the AFC South. Nix on a 3rd and 6, going back towards the end zone. Sutton all by himself for the touchdown. A 20-yard strike from Nix. Well, offenses, and we have barely played 8 minutes. Burrow, pocket collapses. Burrow stumbling, and just masterfully gets it to Higgins. Just otherworldly from Burrow.
Off the ground when he threw the pass. Touchdown.
Well, it was so close on whether or not he got this ball out before his body hit the ground, but defense really having a nice season.
10th start of the year for Bush, came over in free agency from Seattle. 6th year in the NFL. Burrow slinging one into the end zone for the touchdown. It's Yossi Bush. Joe Burrow carving him up. It's a touchdown pass of 6.
A really nice read by Joe Burrow, because Cleveland, they are in a double, both outside. And watch the inside zone, and then here on this formation, the option for him to keep it around the left edge.
This is Ford, and he's in. So the Cleveland Browns finally showing a heartbeat. They get their first points of the day, and it's an 11-point game. Have all gone in their favor. Hard to believe this Bengals team is just 6-8. Approaching their 7th win of the season. Trying to put the finishing touches here on Cleveland. 149 left. Looked like Garrett may have come across early. Could be a free play. Burrow to the end zone. Chase for the touchdown.
You can't give up on the play if you're a defensive back. You know that it's a free play for the offense. And Mitchell just gives up on the play. Myles Garrett jumps off sides. Burrow takes advantage and pads the stats.
Is a touchdown.
So Jamar Chase
Core last week against the Colts.
Jones faking to Etienne, looking end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Parker Washington. Well, they say he got both feet down. They'll take a look at this upstairs.
I think,
boy, if he made this grab, what?
On first down. But this is really, trying to get rhythm and balance to the offense. That's been a moving target this season for the Tennessee Titans, but really looking good on this drive.
It's a drive that has chewed up now more than 8 minutes of game clock. Rudolph the fake. Rudolph over the middle. Wide open. It's Vanette for the Tennessee touchdown. And how about that opening drive to begin the third quarter?
Well, check this out, because Etienne by himself, and he's going to have a pretty good matchup up here against one of the linebackers, backup linebackers for Tennessee.
Jones, free blitzer off the edge. Jones gets it out quickly. Just masterful from Jones as he finds Thomas for the Jacksonville touchdown. Boy, Jones knew he was potentially going to get lit up. Free edge blitzer, and he drops a dunk. 2nd and goal. Read option. Milton. A Sunday walk in the park. And how about that? Boy, game opening drive for him. Career opening drive and the touchdown celebration. Welcome to the NFL, Mr. Milton. Last time they went for 4th down, they came up short. Sean McDermott says let's go for it again. 4th and goal. Trubisky faking. Wide open. It's Ray Davis for the Bills touchdown. So Trubisky orchestrates a 13-play drive, and he takes him down the field 75 yards.
And for Patriots fans, hopefully he's just like Josh Allen, looking for his 115th consecutive start.
Milton again. Booty wide open. It's a 48-yard strike. And Joe Milton having a good old time in his NFL debut. And Archie still has it in the season. O.J. Simpson holds it. Set it back in that 1975 season. And there it is. Cook bangs it in for his league-leading 16th rushing touchdown. And he needs one more to set the all-time Bills record.
Yeah, really some great vision in the hole. He's got a free hitter